Hello everybody, my name is Brittany and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be building a tiny home. I think this is considered a small home instead of a tiny home because according to the new stuff pack that came out today, if it's under 100 tiles but over like 62 tiles, then it's a small home. So that's what we're building today. We're building a small home. It's a one bedroom, one bath, and it has a full kitchen. It has a dining area and a living room. There's a backyard deck with a really nice side yard, and there's not much of a front porch, but there is space in the back to hang out outside as well. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video and enjoy the speed build. I really enjoyed it because I was really excited to download the new Tiny Living Stuff Pack and get started on, a tiny build. And I struggle with tiny builds a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with them mostly because we don't have a lot of tiny lots. I think this is a 30 by 20 lot that I'm working on right now, so I couldn't really find anything smaller. I'm sure that there's, a smaller lot out there that I could have used, but usually the reason I struggle so much is because when you're building in a lot like this, even though it's not really a big lot, it's still almost too big for the house. So when it comes to like the landscaping, it's just really hard to know what to do and to fill it up, and you end up with a lot of empty space. But with this house in particular, I think I did pretty well with the landscaping. It ended up being a little bit more pricier than I wanted it to be. So it came out to like 57,000 simoleons, I think, which is really pricey for a starter home. I know, I'm sorry. But I had to fill up the space with the landscaping, and I probably should have used some debug items, but I really don't like to use the debug items. It just takes a lot of time to go through and find the items that you want to use, and I just didn't want to take the time today. I was feeling a little lazy. I'm sorry. But I mean, without the whole landscaping and without the hedges and everything, I'm pretty sure that this house would be on the more average price range. I actually didn't fill the house up with too much clutter. I think the only thing I used mostly inside of the house was the stuff that came with this Tiny Living Stuff Pack and some base game items every now and then here and there. But if you guys do want to look at the house yourselves and check it out, it will be on my gallery, on the Sims gallery. Oh my god, it's not my gallery, Brittany, it's the Sims gallery. I'm so sorry. I'm such a narcissist sometimes. But anyway, I will be uploading it to the gallery, so don't worry, it will be on there, and you guys can also check out some of my previous builds from my library because I have a bunch of them, and if you guys want to download some stuff, like, go right ahead, But anyway, this house did not take me very long to build. I actually started building it today, like after I downloaded the stuff pack, and it took me a couple hours, and I went with the mid-century theme because the furniture that came with the stuff pack was all mid-century furniture, or at least it looked like it belonged in like a mid-century home, so that's what we went with today, and I think I did pretty well. With like the interior and everything. I added all of the stuff that usually, oh my gosh, I gotta take a breather, hold on. Okay, so I used almost everything that came in the pack. I even used the Murphy bed. I didn't use the Murphy bed out in the living room. I used it in the bedroom, and the reason why I used it in the bedroom is because I figured, because this is a tiny home, they don't have space for both the bedroom and an office, and I figured that I would give them almost like a 2-in-1. So like when the Murphy bed is up, her sim can go in there and use the computer and the desk and stuff and hang out and read in there and stuff. So it's not only a bedroom, but it's also an office. So I thought that was a cool idea. And then I just did like a normal living room out in the front with like some bookshelves and things like that. I use mostly everything that came with this pack. So I really thought that the mirror was a little too high, and I, noticed obviously everybody else has been talking about it. I just don't see why it would be that high. I mean, I guess it makes sense to when if you have it like over a dresser, like it makes sense to have it that high, but when it's over the sink and your sim's looking in it, like they can barely see themselves in the mirror. So it's like impractical to even have that mirror, but you know what? It came with the pack, so I used it. Um, Although I probably won't be using it in my future builds. I think that's like one of the things out of this pack that I probably won't be using in the future is the mirror. But other than that, I really like everything else that came with the pack. I love the little spoofs that came with the pack. I love that they're, all kinds of different types of colors, and I actually love the fact that the wood swatches on this pack are amazing. I think that having wood swatches that match and that you can mix and match together is amazing, okay? Like, I was able to mix and match wood swatches, like, that rarely happens in The Sims, so I'm really happy about that. So I'm definitely going to be using this pack a lot in my future builds. Oh, those counters are from Island Living, by the way. I think that was the only other, oh, and the screen door there by the kitchen is also from like I think the Mosquito pack. So I think that's the only thing that I didn't use that was not base game, and that was not the Tiny Living. I mean, I may be wrong. There may be more things in there. I'm not quite sure. I don't really pay attention too much. I mean, I should, but I don't. But anyway, I love those photos or paintings or pictures that I have there on the wall. I love that you have so many different types of options to choose from. We need more pictures and paintings like that where you have the ability to choose what is in the frame, because it's so hard when you're building something. Or you're building like a house and you have like a specific like theme going, or you want to personalize it a little bit. It's really nice to have those like that one picture with like a ton of different swatches that have different pictures on each different swatch, and I think that's really cool, because a lot of the base game ones and a lot of the paintings from other packs don't have that capability of being able to switch the picture inside of it. So I think that's really cool that we have that now, and that I think we should in my opinion, I think we should be expecting more of those. Hopefully the Sims team can continue pushing those out, because they are really helpful, and I struggle a lot with what to put on the walls and stuff, and I hate having to like constantly use the same painting like in every room. Now I can like put use the same like painting or object but in a different swatch, and it shows like a completely different picture. That's amazing. Okay, I've been talking about the pictures for way too long. I haven't done any gameplay for this pack yet, so I really don't have anything to say about any of the perks that comes with the pack, but it does sound very cool. I think I'm gonna do some gameplay tonight to just see, how the gameplay goes with, the perks that you get from living in a small home. And I also want to see if my sim actually dies from using the Murphy bed, because I heard that can happen and I've seen it happen already. And I was watching Deli's video, and I think after like a couple of goes, her sim died right away. So I'm really excited to kind of see that happen with my sim. It's that bad? Is that... I don't know. Anyway, but I still have to gameplay test this anyway, to make sure that everything's functionable, because I want to make sure that it is functionable for you guys when you download it. So I will play test it to make sure that your sim can use everything before I download it onto the gallery. But if you guys do enjoy this house, like I said earlier, it will be available in the gallery, and I will put all of my information down below. And yeah, I think that is pretty much my thoughts on this pack. I don't really know what else to talk about other than the fact that it's nice that we get a new pack. I don't know. I'm actually quite happy that I'm able to do this video as a pack comes out and I'm able to review it and give my thoughts and put in my own 2 cents. And even though it's not a sponsored video or anything like that, and I had to pay for it on my own, and that's absolutely fine, but I'm just really happy that I got the opportunity to sit here and actually make a video and everything as the pack released. So I'm really happy about that. And if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, go ahead and let me know down below in the comments on Twitter or on Twitch. So yeah, we're almost done. We're almost to the end of this build. It looks like I'm doing the landscaping right now, and I had a lot of trouble doing the landscaping. Like I said earlier, it's really hard to build a tiny home on a lot this big, because you have to kind of like fill in all the empty space with like landscaping, and that can get really expensive really quickly. But if you're like me, you don't care and you kind of cheat your money anyway, then it's fine. But I don't know, I just feel like I had a lot of struggles with the landscaping. I ended up trying my best on the landscaping. Hopefully it's not too bad, but I tried my best. If you guys have any suggestions or advice on better landscaping skills, then go ahead and sound off below, because your girl, she's really bad at landscaping. Like, I would not hire me as your landscaper for your home. Did that make sense? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel like I say stuff and it just doesn't make sense, and if it happens, I'm sorry. I can't help it. But anyway, I'm weird like that, But I tried my best with the landscaping. I try to keep it very consistent. I try to like slice up some objects and just fill in some stuff. I ended up putting some different plants everywhere, filled it in with some trees, and called it a day basically. The landscaping in this house isn't really the main focus. It's more of the inside of the home, where everything that was in the tiny pack is inside the house. So that's mostly the big focus here, is the furniture of this build. So just remember when you're looking at this build, or you're watching this video, if you notice that the landscaping is really bad, I'm sorry, but the main focus is the furniture inside. I also didn't do very much with the backyard. Like I said, I wanted to mainly focus on the inside of the build, which was using all the furniture and stuff, and I thought it was very cool that I got to do that. So anyway, I will be making more tiny homes for the next few videos, just to try to challenge myself and also showcase more of the pack. I'm gonna try to do, I have this like other video that I'm working on currently, and it's kind of like a tiny home community, where it's like a bunch of tiny homes with like little community areas. So hopefully I can get that out to you guys soon. But other than that, yeah, we're gonna try to just focus on some tiny homes for the next couple of weeks. Since this pack came out, I really want to get my use out of it and really showcase what's involved, and I want to really get into the gameplay and really get those perks going for my sims and everything. So yeah, and that way I can also do a review. I might go on Twitch later this week too to do a gameplay live stream. of me playing a sim in a tiny home, so you know, keep an eye out for that too. But anyway, we are coming to the end of this video. You can see me putting the furniture on the deck here. I think I end up going with some furniture from Island Living, and then I end up giving them a grill and a table to eat outside, and then that's about it for the build. Oh, I also add some planters as well, because I figured since the sim is living in a tiny home that they're trying to be like self-sufficient and stuff as well, so maybe they want to grow their own food, or you know, maybe they just want to grow flowers to sell them. I don't know. But I put some planters out in the side yard for them to be able to grow their own plants and things like that. So, but anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a like and please subscribe. And I promise you more and better content coming out soon. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, and make sure to follow me on all of my social medias. All of my information is going to be down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!